you so much, dear. It's frightfully nice to see some faces here that attended my lecture here on Friday night. I'm so glad to see that you actually want to come back for more. It's really splendid. And I hope that you get more out of the poems that that you heard on Friday. And just before I begin, I would like to say for any animal rights activists in the audience, I do not breed goldfish simply to make hats. That is a byproduct of the fact that they don't live very long, and I have a new one with me in my bag. But I mean, why would one throw a goldfish? This is I think 15 goldfish, and when they pass away after the funeral, I put them in the deep freeze, and I send them to my taxidermist in London, who does some frightfully marvellous things. This is one he made earlier. Which is, I mean, look at the art, the workmanship with the eyes. Stunning. In any case, I brought my afternoon glasses today because the other day, which was a more formal occasion, I did have my gold evening glasses. I'm treating you today to one or two verses which I penned specially for the wonderful Jubilee. Didn't you all enjoy that? I hope you're all out on the streets waving your flags. I do love a royal occasion. Now, I was actually invited to the palace, but I decided to do some specifically royal poems. This is actually called Rhyme Royal, and the rhyme scheme is ABA-BBCC, and you write it in iambic pentameter. I am not joking, it is called Rhyme Royal, and it goes like this. Our noble queen has ruled us 60 years, with grace and dignity and many hats. Our gracious sovereign nothing ever fears, although I hear she is not fond of cats. Her belfry is most surely free of bats. Her subjects many are both brave and loyal, so proud to celebrate occasions royal. I'll skip the rhyming couplets because the sestina is rather lengthy. Now, do any of you who are here remember how long a sestina is? Remember, it has 6 stanzas of 6 lines, followed by a stanza of 3 lines, which was called a tercet. Well done. Very attentive, Monsieur. There are no rhymes within the stanzas. Instead, a sestina is structured through a recurrent pattern of the words that end each line, a technique known as lexical repetition. The pattern that the line-ending words follow is best appreciated. The numbers 1 to 6 are allowed to stand for the end words of each stanza. The successive stanza takes its pattern based on a bottom-up pairing of the lines of the preceding stanza, i.e. last and first, second, and so, given that the pattern for the first stanza is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't that original? This produces 6, 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 3 in the second stanza, and so on. Now, just to help you understand the form of the poem, which is frightfully intricate, I will tell you the end words which will recur in each stanza are fish, crown, queen, 60, rain, and feline. Off we go. Coincidentally, it does mention Jimmy the goldfish, and Herbert, my little cat. Dear golden Jimmy is a wondrous fish. Among aquatic beasts he wears the crown. Were he not a cock, he could be queen. I do not know his age, but less than 60. And ever in my heart shall Jimmy reign, as long as he is protected from a hungry feline. Herbert shares our home, that fine feline, whose gastronomic favourites do include fish. A brave, courageous hunter, shine or rain, as Mouser, there's no doubt he holds the crown. having just this week caught more than 60. Our warrior cat was summoned by the Queen. "Dear Herbert," read the card, "please come to tea. Love, Queen." In all our town was never such a proud feline. He went by bus, the 7, then the 60, and at the banquet he was plied with fish in aspic, topped by golden crown of toast, and thus did satiety reign. Now Herbert is vainglorious and wants to reign all over us like our dear Queen. He's not so fond of hats, but likes a crown and recognition as supreme feline, whose realm will cover insects, birds and fish, and other phyla numbering almost 60. And lo, now I myself am over 60, and lived my whole life during Elizabeth's reign. I do confess that though I learned to fish, I could not eat the stuff, no more be queen as commoner born. Nor is my favourite beast the feline. However, decorating my home, I do choose crown. Dulux and home base can't compete with crown for drip-free gloss and satin, dry in 60 minutes. But ensure your feline is locked outside so hairlessness may reign for long enough to hear the greatest hits of Queen while painting on the bathroom wall a giant fish. So don your crown in hand, hold fast the rein, breathe deep, count up to 60 while some old queen throws from his knee the purring feline, and in the kitchen conjures gourmet